It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar cornerback, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Eagles and the Pats, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Read man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bernard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle they go. Bernard, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll work down inside the 45. The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On second down, Bernard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. The Buccaneers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, way they can stop us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On first down, Bernard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 28-0.
Patriots, nothing. McPherson is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Up the middle they go. Nixon, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the back now in Foxborough. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Meanwhile, Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Jones throwing to start the drive, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Philadelphia, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.